He wanted to be an artist. He applied to the Vienna Academy of Fine Arts. Both times they rejected him. The professors said he showed little talent for painting. This man, who would later try to reshape the entire world, couldn't even get into art school. What happens when you take immense ambition and mix it with absolute rejection? You get Adolf Hitler. That's only the beginning of the story.
Und doch habe ich allein auf mich gestellt, ganz Europa erobert.
Born in 1889 in Austria, young Adolf had dreams of artistic greatness, but life had other plans. The First World War gave him purpose. He served as a messenger in the trenches, a dangerous job that earned him medals for bravery. But when Germany lost the war, something broke in him. Like millions of Germans, he felt betrayed, humiliated. The country was in chaos. Hyperinflation made money worthless. People were starving, and the government seemed weak. This was the perfect breeding ground for extremism. And Hitler, he was a master at exploiting fear. Watch him speak. Look at the crowds. This wasn't just politics. It was theater. Hitler understood something fundamental about human psychology. People don't respond to complex arguments. They respond to simple stories, to enemies, to hope. He gave them all three. A simple story. Germany will be great again. An enemy. The Jews are to blame. And hope. I will lead you to glory. He didn't rise to power in a coup. He was voted in, appointed chancellor legally in 1933. Then he used that power to take absolute control. It was democracy committing suicide. So what was really going on in his mind? Psychologists have debated this for decades. Here's what we know: the megalomania. He genuinely believed he was destined for greatness. This wasn't just confidence. It was delusion on a historic scale. The narcissism. He couldn't handle criticism. He surrounded himself with yes men and purged anyone who questioned him. The paranoia. He saw enemies everywhere. Conspiracies. Betrayals. This fear fueled his cruelty. But here's the most terrifying part. Hitler wasn't some alien monster. He was human, and that means his psychology is human psychology. The same mechanisms that worked on 1930s Germans, they still work today. We cannot and should not look away from his ultimate legacy. The Holocaust, 6 million Jews murdered, millions more, Roma, disabled people, political opponents. This wasn't just killing. This was industrial scale, systematic destruction. It was bureaucracy in service of evil. The terrifying lesson here is that ordinary people can do extraordinary evil when convinced it's for a greater cause. In the end, the empire of 1,000 years lasted 12, trapped in his bunker. As Soviet shells rained down on Berlin, Hitler finally faced reality. On April 30th, 1945, he took his own life. But his story doesn't end there, because Hitler left us with something more dangerous than memories. He left us with a blueprint for how to manipulate masses, how to exploit fear, how to turn ordinary people into instruments of hatred. So why study Hitler today? Not to remember a monster, but to understand how monsters are made, to recognize the patterns, the scapegoating, the nationalism turned toxic, the leader who claims only he can fix everything. Hitler shows us that the line between civilization and barbarism is thinner than we think, and it's not protected by walls or weapons. It's protected by education, by empathy, by remembering that no one is born a dictator, but any society can create one. If you found this exploration of power and psychology compelling, you might want to watch our analysis of Light Yagami, another brilliant mind corrupted by absolute power. Subscribe to Beyond the Name as we continue exploring the most fascinating figures in history and fiction. Because sometimes, the most dangerous monsters don't have fangs or claws, they have ideas. What historical figure should we explore next? Let me know in the comments.